Before we get started, we just want to say thanks to Bobby Bones for inviting us on the show today to answer the questions that you all sent in for our Ask Anything chat.
That's right. Dig Your Roots came out today, our brand new album. So go out and check it out, buy it, bump it, share it with your friends, and let's go ahead and start answering some of your questions right now.
Lena from Allentown says, I'm buying Dig Your Roots today. I'm a Ziggy Marley fan. How did you get him to be on the new CD? Well, you know what? I think BK and I had the vision for we've always been Marley fans, and we had this song "Life Is a Honeymoon" that kind of had a reggae feel to it, and we kind of just dreamed of having Ziggy on it, and we contacted our manager and said, hey, is there any way we can try to reach out to Ziggy's people? And so we did. We ended up connecting, and he liked the song and was a fan of us, and we were a fan of him, and sometimes it just works like that. So we were very, very fortunate. He in just a few days, he sent us a version that with his vocal on it, and his writing is amazing. His lyrics were ridiculous, and his voice, and it's just such an honor to have him on that song, and really, we think brings that song to the next level.
Mm-hmm. Scout from Long Island. With all of your success of your music, what non-music goals do each of you have for the future? That's a great question. Non-musical goals. My wife and I, we got 4 dogs. And so we love dogs. We like training them, spending time with them, and hopefully opening some kind of dog training facility on our land would be a cool goal, kind of on the bucket list. So, hopefully that could happen. Anything with dogs, we love. I think they make us better people, and they always need homes and better training. And the more you work with the dog, the better you become, I think, in your everyday life. So the more dogs, the better.
Natasha from Welland, Ontario says, which musicians inspired you guys growing up, and have they ever reached out to you about your music? It's funny you should ask that. I think one of our biggest inspirations growing up was Tim McGraw.
Yeah.
And on this 3rd record, we got to do a song with him. We sent him a song that we really could hear his voice on and felt like would be, really powerful to have Tim on, and with the hopes that he would like it and say yes, and he did. And for BK and I both, it's just a big day. It's a big deal. It's it's a huge honor, and we can't thank him enough. It's been amazing working with him, and he also took that song to the next level as well.
Bella from New Zealand. What's the biggest difference between each of you? What's the biggest similarity? Hey, in New Zealand, that's awesome that you're writing in. Thank you for all the support and love. We feel it. It's awesome. Tyler and I, we're different, but we have a lot in common at the same time. I think we're kind of the yin and yang. I think it's something about us together is that magic. Anytime we try to do something separate, or we just realize that we're better together, and it's kind of where the magic is. So hard to say where our differences are, because there's a lot of them, but at the same time we blend well. We go together like that old Camp Peach Pecan whiskey, baby.
Jenna from Miami says, can you tell me more about Music is Healing? It stood out to me when I listened to the CD. I would just say, that's a song that has a lot of power behind it. It's really there's some depth to it. There's some heart in it. It's a song that we wrote with Craig Wiseman and Jordan Smith, 2 good friends of ours, and 2 guys we really look up to. And it's just sort of been a motto of our, BK's got the tattoo, Music is Healing, on his arm. It's just kind of been part of our life for the last 5 years or so. And, we just decided one day we couldn't come up with any good titles, so we just wanted to write Music is Healing. And, as we dug a little bit into that song, it really started standing apart and setting itself apart and really becoming a special song. And, we hope that it touches a lot of lives.
Janie from Jackson. What's the first day at home after a long tour like? Is the quiet a good thing or a bad thing? The first day home after a long tour, we chilling in the woods, riding around the trails, hanging out with the dogs, maybe have some friends, family over, enjoying a cheap meal, maybe some pizza, some beer,
And Callie from Austin says, I heard that you have a writing bus out on the road with you. How do the writers get to be a part of that? We actually started a publishing company, BK and I, called Tree Vibes Music, and it was one of our dreams and goals to have a tour bus for our writers and for other writers, and bring the writers to the artists was kind of our goal. And also it gives us the opportunity to be able to have a creative outlet and to be able to walk off our bus and spend 3 or 4 hours on the writer's bus every day writing songs, and getting to bring the writers out to the shows and to the fans as well helps them out. It helps them see the vision and understand what we're writing for. And so, it's an all-around win-win situation, and we feel really, blessed and lucky to have that opportunity to have that bus out there. It's really, it's helped us stay creative. It's helped us really prepare for the next record and, continue to try to better ourselves as songwriters.
Mercedes from Vancouver. What's the one chore you do around the house that people would be surprised you do, or should I say surprises your wives? You know what? I'm a hell of a doggy dad. We on vacation or out on the road, I'm always picking up poop. Bag it up, trash it. Yep.
Poop picker up or
That's
pooper
right.
scooper.
I'm a pooper scooper.
Juno from Juneau. I live kind of far away in Juneau to see one of your shows. If I bumped into you on the streets, what would you tell me about seeing an FGL show live? Well, Juno, I would say you need to come see a show live.
Bring
Absolutely.
it.
I would say it's the biggest party of the year. We have some amazing artists out with us. Kane Brown, Cadillac 3, and Cole Swindell this year on the Dig Your Roots tour. But the FGL show, we're just trying to keep getting better, keep trying to step up our game, keep trying to step up the energy, give the fans what they want. And you know what? The fans blow our minds as well. So it's a give-give situation. It's just a great experience overall.
Nina from Madison, can one of you show me your latest tattoo? Now that you're married, do you have to clear new ink with the wives? I haven't gotten a tattoo in a while. I think I took all last year off, but probably my last one was this jag deer right here. It's a jaguar and a deer together. So nobody else has that. That's why I like it. It's my wife and I's spirit animals in one.
And yes, you do have to clear it with the wives before you get a new tattoo. Ashley from Fort Collins, how many baseball caps will you go through on a tour? What's your favorite to wear? I would say right now, this is probably my favorite baseball cap, my TVM hat. I've been rocking it pretty steadily. But yeah, during the shows, I still wear it, but it gets a little sweaty. We probably go through, maybe a hat a weekend if we have resources to get more. But we love our hats all the way around.
Bailey from Little Rock. I love May We All. How'd you get Tim to be on the record? Do you call him or does he call you? This song came in. We knew we had to cut it. We fell in love with it, and we felt like it was kind of dirt. If Dirt and Round Here had a musical baby child, it would be May We All. So we got pumped about that song, fell in love with it, know that it's a big anthem, and we felt like Tim McGraw, he's been a childhood hero of ours since we're young. So we just sent an email. We're on the same label, and kind of emails went through the chain, and next thing you know, he said he would record it with us, and his voice is legendary. Right when he comes in, you know it's him. It makes you smile, and we're forever grateful for Tim and all that he's done, helping us out and shooting the video with us, and it's just been a magical process.
Kat from Rochester, do people still get so nervous around you that they call you by the other's name? It's funny you say that. Our tour manager seems to get really nervous around us quite often. He calls
always.
me BK. He calls BK Tyler, and it's just one of those things. We don't take it personally, but I feel bad. He gets so nervous.
He gets so nervous.
Troy Johnson's his name. Nervous.
Super nervous tracker. Troy Johnson. Dakota from Thorold, Ontario. What's going on? What song from Dig Your Roots was the most fun to record? That's a tough one to say because they're all our babies. They're all fun to record. Let's see here.
Life is a Honeymoon was pretty fun.
That was a blast to record. The vibe was super fun. Tyler, which one would you say?
I'd say Life is a Honeymoon was a fun one to record.
Having Ziggy Marley on that just brings so much authenticity, and his words are spiritual. They're beautiful, and to have a Marley on our album and our record is just mind blowing. Very humbling.
Lisa from Guelph, Ontario, asked, do you guys have any future plans for more collaborations with other artists at country or otherwise that we might not know about? You know what? We probably do, but we don't even know about them yet. So we're, we just got done recording the third album, so we're going to get back to writing and try to work on the fourth album, obviously. And, we kind of like for our collaborations to happen organically, naturally. you know, some of the collaborations on this record, we had no idea a year ago that we'd be collaborating with Ziggy Marley, Backstreet Boys, and Tim McGraw. I mean, it's pretty crazy. So, you know, we'll keep our options open, and we're gonna just kind of see what happens.
Ashlyn from Baton Rouge. Do your wives get to travel with you? Are you planning to have little FGL babies touring on the bus in the future? Our wives do get to travel with us, as well as our dogs. My wife and I we have 4 dogs. Tyler and Haley have 1 dog. And we love having our wives, our families out there. Getting to sing to them every night is a beautiful thing. We're completely blessed with having them and their support on so many levels. It's such a real thing out there. It's such a real love that we all share and a beautiful friendship. So we're beyond blessed. I don't know if babies are in the near future, but at some point, I'm sure we'll have quite a few babies on the buses. It's probably headed that direction.
Melina from Norfolk asked, how did the tastings go for Old Camp? What's it like to have your own whiskey company? You know, the whiskey tastings were really fun. It was kind of a learning experience for us. We learned a ton last year when we were doing the tastings, but also caught a little buzz. We're not going to lie. We did the tastings before the shows, which made the shows a lot more fun. But you know what? We love the Old Camp brand. We're excited about it. We love the product. And honestly, we're just excited for the fans to taste it, for it to get out there, and something that we're passionate about. So it's been awesome.
Alexandria from New York. Where did you record Dig Your Roots? Are you at a point now where you have your own studios? Alexandria, the cool thing about this record is different than our other 2. We recorded it in 3 different locations. My treehouse out in the woods in Nashville, Tyler's farm out at his house, and then the normal studio on Music Row. So 3 different vibes, 3 different places, 3 different feels, and it was cool, you know, being able to mix it up, keep it fresh, and depending on what kind of mood you're in that day, or you don't feel like singing in a certain place, you could kind of go mix it up, and you know, we kind of use that towards our advantage. I think that has definitely helped us throughout the recording process, no doubt.
Victoria from New York City asks, who's the most famous person in each of your phone contacts? You can't say each other.
Vince Vaughn. I got Vince Vaughn's number.
Oh, man. Probably... Oh.
I love maple syrup.
I used to have Little Richard's phone number. He's pretty famous, right?
Yeah, Little Richard's
I
number?
did have Little Richard's
Really?
phone number. He wanted me to wash his car.
I bet he
back
did.
in the day.
Hell of a detailer.
Big thanks to the fans for all the great questions. Thank you, Bobby, for having us. Bobby Bones, thanks for all the support. We love you guys.
That's
We're
right.
excited for the new music. We're excited for the shows, and we hope to see y'all on the road.
Love y'all.